Look at that. You know
What?
what time it is?
Huh?
It's time for queer temporality.
Oh, yeah. There we go. So not only do they want you to support their delusion,
Now they want you to apparently accept that they experience time different from everybody else. I wish I was making this up. Here it is, straight from the horse fucker's mouth.
Did you know that queer and trans people actually experience time completely differently to cishet people? It's a concept called queer temporality, and it basically has to do with the fact that historically, as queer and trans people, our lives have started much later and for a whole bunch of reasons ended earlier than our cishet counterparts. So as a result, our experience of time is compressed. It also has to do with the fact that those milestones that we've been socialized to use to mark the passage of time, so things like marriage or having children or, working, retiring, inheritance, things like that, haven't been accessible to us. And that linear timeline has a name, heterochronology. And as queer and trans people, our experience of time often sits outside that. Basically, it's super interesting, and I'm going to be unpacking it more this week on the podcast. So
please don't listen to this person,
All-
this obviously mentally ill person.
what is the maximum range of an excuse?
0 meters.
Or the length of a dude's penis or her tits?
Or in this case, a woman's penis.
Yes. But here's the thing. All right. If you are unwilling to show up on time, ready to work, you wind up unemployed. Straight up. And now they're going to pull out the I'm trans, so you need to cut me some slack on the time this, time that, and tasks. What the fuck?
I mean, tell me that you are sickeningly privileged by the sheer amount of gaslighting that the corporations, the media, and the government are willing to throw at you without admitting it.
Yeah.
The fact that you think that you can literally experience time differently from everybody else is one of the most mentally ill, fucked in the thinking meat things I've ever heard in my life. Well, this is current year.
I mean, there were a few times.
Wow.
I had some weird lapses in time, but I was
blown
up in a truck.
Well, and there's also, booze does that.
Booze.
Certain Mary Jane Diawana substances can cause what they dub time slippage. It doesn't mean that time changes. It just means that you're a little, you're altered. So thank you for admitting it. You're screwed up here. Wow.
Yeah. And there are idiots out there who fall in line with this shit.
Ugh. I mean, you said it yourself. You didn't start experiencing any sort of time weirdness until you got your head cracked.
Well, every time that I had that was when I got my head cracked. Like, there was that one time I was fighting in a tough man, and I was fighting that real big dude. He was like 260.
Yeah.
He hit me with an overhand haymaker right on the chin. My head slammed between my shoulder blades, and I was instantly at my favorite fishing hole. And I'm like, I do like 3 things to the reel, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm fighting. I'm standing in the corner.
He just sent you through a temporal vortex with
Thomas
one punch.
Downing is throwing water in my face, going, "You did a great job," and I'm like, "I just got knocked out." He goes, "No, it's fucking awesome." I don't even remember the second half of the round. I got hit, went in an autopilot. I was fishing and fighting at the same time. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Wow.
But other than that, I mean, that's just the way time is.
I just wow. But I mean, you can recognize what that is, though. You're not trying to build a pseudoscience.
I know.
Around what happened to you.
And when she went through that list of all the linear things in the timeline,
heterochronology,
it's because they made a choice not to follow that timeline. And then they want everyone else to bend to their delusion. Again.
Well, you can't expect me to be on time. I'm queer, and, that's white supreme pizza if you expect me to be on time. And this is what their boss will say and do.
Yep.
Right.
And that's that.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporters Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.